Timer really just made it so serious for me. But I hope everyone is having a great day today. It's your girl, Kayla the Angel, and we are here for my first ever YouTube live stream. Very excited, very nervous. So before we do anything, I know I need to center myself and make sure that I am good and ready to go for this live. And I wrote some special affirmations to encourage me, and I hope you are able to use these words to encourage you in whatever it is that you're doing. So I will go ahead. Thank you for joining, Jada. Oh, that makes me feel so special. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some affirmations. So when I write my affirmations, sometimes I do like to almost get my inspiration from a Bible verse. And whether it's sometimes I'll do it to align with a Bible verse, or I'll do it to align with whatever it is that I'm going through currently in my life. So this one I did a little bit of both. So the Bible verse I picked out, Revelations 3:20. Look, I stand at the door and knock. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come in, and we will share a meal together as friends. And for me, the fear of going live, I think one of the biggest is the fact of thinking that no one was going to join. Thinking that I was just going to be here talking to myself. No one was going to be here. But I'm very grateful to see that there are two people here in this live, and I'm so blessed and grateful for y'all in here. I'm actually going to join on my laptop so I can see the chat as well. But also, always being able to remind myself of the fact that I'm never alone. I always have God with me. I have Him instilling in me the courage and the energy that I need and the love that I need to come here and speak before you all. So let's get into the affirmations. I speak and attract people who will listen. I am grateful for the ability to use my voice. I am in relationship with God. I trust the words I speak. I speak with clarity and confidence. I do not know until I try. I believe in myself. My voice connects me to like-minded people. I will not hide behind shyness. I am great. So, by me just starting the live off with those affirmations, that is me setting the tone. So, actually, from my girl Deanna's live, let me go ahead and do a deep breath. So, let's go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Ooh, one more time. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. All right, so let's see. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and join on my laptop. Make sure I have no volume. Yes. Okay, awesome. I see the live chat. Awesome. Affirm me, please, always. If I can do anything, I can affirm somebody. Hello? So, the title of today's live is The Power in Using Your Voice. And I recently had a YouTube video called Using Your Voice So People Listen. And that was actually inspired by a family outing that I had where I really learned that I didn't know the difference between speaking up for what felt right and literally raising my voice and getting louder. And I kind of had to look internally and really just figure out what is the definition of voice and how can I allow my voice to shine and to still impact people without feeling like I am changing myself to align with a version of myself that I just simply am not, and that does not represent who it is that I want to be either. So if you guys are on this live, definitely be sure to check out that video. I'm super excited with how that turned out. And let's see. So, the power in using your voice. So really what encouraged me even wanting to come here on this live today was just the fact that I am now coming into not only finding my voice, but also falling in love with my voice and the things that I say. So just to give you guys a little bit of background, so 2024 was really the start of me getting into my content creator journey, I say personally. Of course, when we go back, I've been on Instagram since what, middle school days. Oh my gosh. I remember my username at one point was Lost Girls 99 because I was trying to be all mysterious. You love my coat? Oh, thank you. I was trying to be all mysterious, Lost Girls 99. At one point, my username was also the Kabeche, which is like some Egyptian goddess. Y'all, I was real like, I was a quiet girl, but also like still had this smile on my face. So I was like fake, deep, mysterious. I don't know who I was fooling. But anyway, it was funny. So in high school, that's when I came up with Kayla the Angel. And I wish I could remember exactly how that came about, but when I tell y'all that's the name that has stuck, and that is truly what represents me. It's not like I really was called like an angel a lot growing up. Oh, I remember this in high school. This guy one time, he called me a cherub, and I was like, okay, cherub's not cute in a username, but cherub is like a baby angel, and I was like, oh, okay. Kayla the Angel. And just knowing, especially the type of light and the positive spirit that I always try to put out on a daily basis, and the fact that in life, honestly, whether you believe in God or not, I think sometimes we all can have a sense of angels, whether it's in the spiritual sense or just in a genuine, kind person. An angel is someone who has just been able to just shine a light to you in a moment of darkness. That's how I see an angel being. And the fact that I can be that for so many people, that's a blessing. So moving forward in college, that's where I really started kind of diving into the parts of Kayla and who I was. Growing up in school, I was only really recognized for my smarts and my intelligence, and I'm grateful for that because that's what got me into college. But college was where I was really able to dive into what does Kayla like creatively. So I actually was minoring in graphic design, so that's where I got my graphic design start. I also continued my painting, and I did what's the word? I did thinking of the word. I did freelance graphic design, self-portraits for people as well too. So I was able to really just put myself out there and get into my craft. I did the modeling. Shout out to Jada. I know we both did modeling in college as well. And just being able to try. What was affirmations? You don't know until you try. And college was really a time for me to just do things and try things. And I think back to how I was, and it was almost just like I was finding my voice, but it was like I was very excited to find my voice at that time because it was my first time finding it. And as I'm just thinking about it now, it's almost like when COVID happened, I was a junior in college, and it's almost like I felt that COVID stopped me from finishing the journey that I had started in college. I felt like at that time, that was when I was really able to find my voice, getting into my different creative talents. That's when I also started getting into, network marketing and all that, and really being able to finding that entrepreneur spirit inside of me, finding that spark of creativity where it's like, oh, wait, I can actually make money without working a 9-to-5 job. So, of course, I'm not in network marketing anymore, but I am blessed for what that instilled in me. A junior. And so it felt like I had this upward momentum of I'm finding my voice, I'm doing the things, I'm walking on the runways, putting myself out there, all of these organizations so much, and then it stopped, and then I was back home where I had been this quiet person so long. So it was like I was me still trying to find my voice, but I was back home in an environment that was not able to help cultivate the type of person that I was becoming and that I want to become as well. And that was just something, as I'm now just talking through, it was such a, what's it called? It was just something overlaying in my head, almost like a cloud. It was just a cloud over my head where it was just like, I missed out, I didn't get to do, and I kept having those thoughts. And of course, I was able to graduate at home in the living room. I had my cap and gown. I took my pictures outside on the deck. They were cute though. But I still just, again, just having those moments of being like, no, I'm grateful for the time that I did have at college, because when I tell y'all, I was outside. I was outside in a good way and in a crazy way. But I was really having a good time. I'm serious. And so coming just home, graduating, so I was able to have this milestone, but again, not being able to, I didn't even walk across the stage. So yeah, cap and gown still in there. So who knows? Maybe I might pop up at somebody's graduation and fake out. Like, okay, then let me not laugh too hard before someone take me serious. It's like, nah. But anyway, so after graduating, that was at a point where I was kind of in this toss and turn. So here I had started doing network marketing in college, building up a graphic design business as well. So I had these pockets of entrepreneurship where it was just very much in a very developmental phase. Talk about a beginner. That's exactly where I was. Look, exactly. Hello. Get my 15 seconds of fame. And ooh, gosh, lost that thought. As I was saying, so I was in this up and turn where it was like, okay, do I continue with entrepreneurship where it isn't really returning the fruits that I want at this time, but of course knowing it's a long term. Everyone knows it's a long-term investment for long-term gain. Or do I do what my parents are expecting me to do because I'm living under their roof, not paying any bills, and they're expecting me to get a job with the degree that they just helped pay for? So what do y'all think I did? So I did try to, well, actually, let's talk about the job market. So again, I majored in marketing in college, and when I first was like, okay, you know what, I'm at a point, let me actually find a job, I cannot find a job. I'm looking for the marketing job. Honestly, like coming up on kind of like deadlines where my parents are like, girl, if you do not get a job, you honestly kind of like threatening me, be like, you're going to be kicked out, whatever. Long story. Anyway, but, and after just realizing that, that's when I was just like, okay, whatever. My parents are on me. They need to see me just out of this house. So let me just get a job at a restaurant. So I got a job at a restaurant close by. Ended up working that for about, 3 months or so. Was able to save up, thankfully, and I was able to get a car. Now, once I got this car, this was at a point where it was like I was making more serving than I was with my entrepreneurship, with the graphic design, and with network marketing. And I reached a point in my life where I was just like, yes, this is something that I have a passion for. This is something that I do want to do. But if I know the circumstances of my life right now, and if I know that no matter what, I need to make sure that I have a roof over my head, and if I have somewhere to lay my head, there were sacrifices that I had to make that I did not want to, but I honestly had to put my pride aside and say, you know what, I'm not making the money from this. I'm not seeing what I needed from this. I had this job that was able to afford me a car, so let me just continue to ride the wave of a 9-to-5, of a regular corporate job. And that was something where I really fought with for a while, but I'm so blessed and grateful. I could say that now, thankfully, because from there I was then able to get a job as a social media manager for a real estate brokerage. Yes, very hard. I did not want to accept it. I was fighting it for a while, but I finally reached a point where I was just like, okay, this is what it is, and this is how it is. And so I was able to then be a social media manager for a real estate brokerage around where I was living at the time. Eventually, I was working that for maybe about 5 months or so. Then I had to leave that because actually, no, I didn't leave. She wasn't bringing in enough money for her own business, so she couldn't afford me. Simple as that. So then I had another time where I didn't have a job. I'm at home. My parents again on me like, girl, you better get a job. And I'm like, dang, y'all can a girl get a second? But thankfully, from me just being patient and continuing to apply and everything like that. Hey, Ashane. And yeah, hello to everyone that has joined. I've seen everyone pop up, so I definitely appreciate y'all so much. And so then I was able to find my current job that I have now. And when I tell y'all, I'm so blessed and grateful for this job. This is my first, what I call my big girl job, but this is really me in corporate America. So I work as a marketing specialist. And all in all, I do enjoy my job, especially for where I am now, because I live less than 10 minutes away from my job. 5 days a week in the office, so of course that can be a little annoying. But all in all, I'm grateful for it because it has afforded me the life that I have today. And this is where we are now. So, again, as I was working my job, this is something that I was just, what's the word? I was always still posting. Because one thing about me, I'm a post. I'm gonna record, I'm gonna take a picture of something, and I'm gonna show it. Because I've always seen Instagram, honestly, as like a digital scrapbook of sorts. Like, you know, that is me documenting and showing people like, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And y'all get to see that and sharing with the little parts of my life that I want to. And of course, graphic design was always something that I did like here and there, but it was mostly honestly people that I had connected with from network marketing that were reaching out, and they were like, oh, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And all the other things. So content creation was always something that I had, but I wasn't calling myself a content creator. Like a year ago, I was just posting my little TikToks, hoping to go viral, using all the trending audios and everything. Like, I'm telling y'all please, like, if you have a chance, go ahead and follow me on TikTok at Kayla the Angel, 2 E's on TikTok, 1 E on everything else. Yeah, TikTok, I don't know. Someone stole my username. Can y'all help me get my username back, please? Please and thank you. Help find Kayla the Angel. It's like, no. And so, yeah, on TikTok, like I was using it and I was still like posting and doing things here and there, but I had no real directive with it. I was just doing it to do it because I genuinely enjoyed it. I enjoy being able to document or helping someone with a hair tutorial or showing someone, you know, where I ate, you know. I did a lot of like me going out, date night and things like that. So that was just something, yeah. All right, I can't lie. Not that they stole it. I was late to the game on TikTok anyway. I didn't join TikTok till like, I think like 2021, 2020, something like that. So I was real late, y'all. I was so like, I'm anti-TikTok. I ain't gonna do it. Free Caleb the Angel, please. I want that username back. But I know I'm gonna get it eventually, somehow. But, so here I am now. Let's go to October 2023. October 2023, this is me. I'm finally moved out. I'm in my own space, which I am here in today, and I thank God every day for allowing me here. Come on, because that is a testimony in itself. When I tell y'all, like, just the moving out process, I was thinking I'm going to move out in, like, January of this year or, like, a little later. I toured an apartment, really liked it. The leasing agent, like, well, if you like it, you better go ahead and apply today. And I said, well, you don't gotta tell me twice. So I did, and I got it. And literally, I toured the apartment on a Friday. That very next Friday, that was when I got it. Ooh, come on, Crocs. I was anti-TikTok, anti-Crocs. Yeah, I think that's part of the, I'm very anti, like, I think sometimes if I really think about it, I can be anti, like, what everyone else, ooh. That's something I just kind of realized. Like, if I see something, like, very, very mainstream, I'm just like, whatever, it can wait. But if I see something that actually has value and everyone's doing it, I can still, like, see myself doing it. But I'm very much like, oh, everybody on TikTok, whatever, they can steal my info. That's literally what I was saying. I was like, TikTok gonna take my information. They gonna steal my credit card. I can't. And look at me now. Loving TikTok and loving all 600 plus of you guys that follow me on there. I'm so blessed and grateful. Such a blessing. And okay, so October 2023, I moved out here in my own space. And it was almost like as I was making this transition, it was like, Kayla, you have no more excuses. You're not at home. You don't have, you know, your parents or your siblings or your grandma to blame for you can't record or, you know, do the things. It's like, what can we do to really like take this up a level? I'm seeing, and you know, I can't admit, I was seeing people who just were consistent on social media and who were doing the daggone thing. And I knew that I had what it takes. Like, you know, one thing I know, sometimes my confidence does waver, but when it comes to what I believe I can do, oftentimes I believe I can do it. Even if it's like, if it's hard, if it's difficult, sometimes it really, when it is hard or difficult, it's like, okay, I can do it. But then I'll actually start doing it. Then I'm like, wait, hold up. So I think that's part of me. I need to just work on my follow through. That's something. Let me write that down. Or let me watch this recording back. Okay. So here I am now. So it's like, you know, end of 2023. And I told myself, you know what, 2024, we're taking this serious. I'm not playing with myself. I'm not downplaying the gifts and talents that I know I have. I'm not downplaying the bomb personality that I have that I was not showing to anybody in my content. And so I said, you know what? 2024, we are starting, and I will be consistent on TikTok, and I'm going to post every day. And you know what I decided to do? Because every day I had work, or I was going outside somewhere, or I had a date night with my boyfriend. So I was like, you know what? We're going to record our outfits. And that's really where it started. The start of 2024, I told myself I'm going to do a 2024 style challenge. I really didn't give myself a time frame at first. At first, I was like, you know what? 2024, the whole year. And then I was like, okay, well, let's see if we make it to my birthday. Then I was like, well, let's just see. And I did make it to what, about like day 50 or so. But from me posting the outfit of the days, really just allowing myself to get comfortable, you know, face to face with the camera, slightly talking, I kept feeling this urge to, what's the word? Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Drink some water. Old people always say that. If you burp and you need to drink some water. Or you need a mint. Okay, so here I am, and I was just saying, okay, I was posting the outfit of the day, so I was being able to add like my little unique touch, but I knew that I had this urge to just do more. I knew that I had more to share. I knew that I had more that I could just put out there, but I just did not know where to start. And I'm gonna be honest, let me see if I can actually see, because as I'm thinking, I'm like, what even was the first like talking video that I did on TikTok? Let me check real quick. Because honestly, let's see. Oh, no, let's go to my profile. There we go. So yeah, so like the outfit of the days, that was easy for me. I got up in there, I got my shirt from so-and-so, I got my pants from so-and-so, I got my shoes from so-and-so. And then sometimes, you know, I would add in like, you know, my own little personality and tidbits, things like that. But I still was just like, it wasn't fully me. It was still missing parts of me that I knew that I wasn't showing. So let's see. Okay, so it actually first started, I was just kind of doing like little, like kind of talking where I was just like, okay, I have something to say, so I'm just going to say it, I'm going to record it, and let's see if people like it. And, you know, I would do little things. I tried to do some get ready with me content. I basically was like, yeah, I'm going to get dressed every day, but I'm not like a huge fashion girly. Like, I know how to dress, and I'm going to look cute every time y'all see me. I'm gonna look cute every time y'all see me. I have to say it again, just so y'all heard that. But I'm not like into fashion. I don't see myself being like a fashion designer eventually or anything like that. So I knew that I had like I love it. Still keep doing the outfit of the days, but what more can I do? What other avenue can I like go in, you know, to really just try to be different? Oh, okay, so then I got my first PR gift from Good Molecules. So I did an unboxing for that. So that was like really cool. I appreciated that. And then this is where I did like an unwind with me from my 9 to 5. And seeing, oh my gosh, was it? Wow. All right, so like the first really like me kind of just like talking, guess what? Was me talking about getting unshy. So back in March, that is when I stumbled upon a TikTok live and I saw Jada West. And she was talking, you know, at the time, I think she was just talking about branding, and she was just talking about, she was just talking about branding. And I saw her just talking. She was talking about branding. She was talking about marketing. She was talking about just like her story, and just hearing her entrepreneurship story. One, I very much related to, you know, how I was feeling at the time when I was in entrepreneurship, the feeling of shame that I felt when I had to stop doing something that I was doing for years to go to a path that I didn't really feel 100% in, but I knew that I had to do regardless. And being able to just hear her, you know, talking and sharing her story, it said something in me where it was just like, Kayla, you're not doing enough in the best way possible. Kayla, you're not doing enough, and you're not showing the light that you have inside of you. Kayla, you're not doing enough in where you have a voice that God planted inside of you that you're not using and you're not saying enough. And the fact that I had a light to shine, but so often, if I realize if you're someone who is constantly sharing out your light to others just on like an automatic, natural way, it can almost be hard to reflect back that light to you or to see the light that you're putting out. Because when I give my love, I give it. You know, it just happens. It's just out there. But sometimes being able to almost receive that, or just to be able to put a mirror to myself to see, hey Kayla, look at your greatness, look at how amazing you are, look at all the positivity you put to others, you can put that back in yourself. And I was lacking that. I was lacking that so much. And Jada used a term called unshy, getting unshy. And I'm hearing that and I'm like, getting unshy? I'm like, I don't even know. Is that in the dictionary? Like, I have never even heard that before. So seeing her, it was like, so it was that, but then also I hung out on the live a little bit, and she had like a little Q&A at the end, and I asked her, I was like, hey, like, you know, can you just take a look at my page? And she took a look at my profile, you know, gave me some tips, and the first tip that she gave me, she was like, you need to like update your 3 like pin videos on TikTok, y'all know. So at the time, my 3 pin videos, like a lot of us, was the videos with the most amount of views. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna see this? My MacBook got over 500 views, whatever. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna see this viral video that I had 2 years ago. Like, girl, and no nobody cared. She was like, your pin videos, they need to show who you are and what you want to put out. And that is when it clicked for me that I had to make a shift in my content. I had to make a shift in what it was that I was putting out. Because yes, flexing. Flex was dead ass really trying to flex for real. And then just being able to realize, like, no, what are the videos that are gonna really let someone come to my page and see what I'm about? Because I'm not just about a MacBook or, you know, a random date day with my boyfriend, even though, you know, I love my boyfriend. Hello. But still, I wanted to make the shift. So what did I actually have to do? I took inventory of my videos, and I realized none of these videos represent me. None of the videos that I had posted really I could pin at that time and say, okay, bet, these are the ones. So what did I do? I then set out to create the content that reflected who it was, who I am, and who I want others to see about me as well. So, you know, as I start scrolling through, so I did a story time about how I was modeling in college, but also how I was suppressing my creativity. And like I shared with you guys earlier, almost how in college, having this ramp up where it's like, okay, ramping up to talking about, doing the modeling. I did poetry. I did poetry in public. I spoke at open mic nights for my poetry because I still write poetry, but I haven't wrote that consistently. I have a bad habit of saying, oh, I used to write poetry or I used to paint, but no, I'm a poet. And I'm a painter, and those are titles that I do take on and that I consider myself to be. So I have to do better at, you know, how I speak about those things. And I had this ramp up of all these different things, and it was just like I had to like stop. And that was where I was suppressing the creativity. Even now, with me being, yeah, exactly, I know it. So even now with me being in my apartment, I even had to check myself recently where I was just looking around and I'm like, I have not decorated. It's been over 6 months. It's been what, almost like I think 8 months of me being here in this apartment. And I realized like, it's almost like, in a way, it was like I was almost scared to decorate. It was just like, oh, I didn't want to hold on because it's like I'm only going to be here for I don't even know how long. And I think deep down, if I can be real truthful though, it's almost like I felt like I didn't deserve to decorate. It was almost like I didn't deserve to really create a space for myself that really represented who I was. Or maybe it was the fact that I really didn't even know who I was when I first moved in here. And I've been now on a journey of finding it out. Well, whatever it is, I now know that I am taking that serious. And that's why I've been intentional with what it is that I'm doing. And that is why I'm just so grateful with the way that I have been now having these spirits of creativity coming out, where I've been, I'm setting up my cozy corner. Let me show y'all. So I got my little Hello Kitty. And then a shout out to Kira for my little squishmallow as well. And just being able to set up my space, putting up this is a painting that I did in college. And this over here is actually a art print for my friend Bria as well. And just being able to creating this space, being able to just open up my mind and thinking, Kayla, what do you want this space to look like? I got my pink light, because y'all know I love pink. I want to get a little, string lights or something to hang up here. Maybe do a little floating shelf. From me opening up and being able to expressing myself and, really just finding the value in my voice, finding the value in my opinions, being able to trust my opinions. I think that's really what has been able to open myself up creatively, because not only just in my home creatively, but also as a content creator. So, as I continue to scroll through my TikTok, so this is where I was starting to talk about, I had a video where I was talking about 3 ways I was moving from a place of lack. I talked more about getting unshy and how I was actively going through the workbook and really, trying to figure out what are the missing pieces inside of me that I need to figure out. It's like we all have the puzzle pieces of our life inside of us, but we have to slowly, as the pieces come up, we have to take them and figure out where they fit. Sometimes they fit in the frame. Sometimes they're not supposed to be in the frame. And that's something I've been realizing. So when it comes to, especially, I call this season of my life adult-ish. I am adult-ish because I am I feel like a baby adult. Because when I tell y'all just the amount of relearning, reteaching, reparenting, y'all, nobody warned me about the fact that you got to reparent yourself once you move out. You got to reteach yourself to do all those things. So, do those pieces belong to you, or did you pick them up somewhere? Oh, I felt that one, girl. I love that. Because that's when I'm now in a point now where I'm at the table of adult. I've spent my childhood, my adolescence, my college years, like Jada said, picking up those puzzle pieces. And as an adult, because I fully take care of myself. I pay my own bills. My rent is paid every month. And I fully take care of myself. And I'm so blessed and grateful to be at that point. And that is such a blessing and something I don't take for granted at all. But in that also, I am now at the table of adulthood. I'm at Kayla's adulting table, and I have all these pieces, and I literally have to say, what do I want and what don't I want? But the things that you don't want, you still have to face it. You still have to pick up the piece and look at it and say, why did I have it, and why does this no longer serve me? Thoughts of insecurity. Why did I have this? From what people said to me growing up. From the certain actions that people did that didn't show that they loved me, but they were telling me that they loved me, and I believed it. I was picking up those pieces, and I had to look at them and being able to put them away. Those things don't serve me. If someone loves me, they're going to show it, and I won't have to question it. If someone trusts me, if I trust someone, I'm going to be able to open up and say the words that I want to them. And that was just something, as I'm realizing now in my adulthood, I have to figure out what are the parts of me that I want to keep and what are the parts of me that don't serve me. And being able to confront them head on, being able to take a real look at myself and say, Kayla, yes, I know you held on to this feeling of control for so long because you wanted to feel like you knew exactly what was going to happen, but it's not protecting you any longer. I had a video recently about 5 habits no longer protecting me. I'm going to kind of go over that right now real quick. Get on my handy dandy notes. Here, before we get into the 5 things no longer protecting me, let me go through the chat real quick. Be a good steward. Okay, let's see. Yes. Mental blocks. Yes, I love that. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Y'all make me feel so special. All right, so again, so as I've been getting into this adulting, like I said, puzzle pieces or just all the different aspects of myself that I had suppressed, or I just said, oh, that's just how I am. Let me know in the chat. How many of you guys have certain habits or certain aspects of yourself where you're just like, oh, that's just how I am, or everyone in my family is like that, so that's why I am. Let me go ahead and I'll act like I put something in the chat. Because me, there have been so many times where, like, let's talk about it. So, excuse me, over analyzing situations or having an illusion of control. I've definitely said that a few times. And this is where it's almost like a toss-up, because yes, there are certain aspects and qualities that we do all get from our family, and we have to honor and hold those to heart, but we also have to be able to take a real look, a compassionate and honest look at the parts of our family and maybe even the certain things that we were taught that we probably shouldn't have been taught or that, really did not help me the way that someone thought it did. Because oftentimes the lessons that we taught, and this is something that I'm really now coming to, a lot of what my mother has taught me was from her trying to protect me. But what protected her isn't what protected me, or isn't what was meant to protect me. And I think that's often why sometimes I'm not a parent yet, Lord willing. But I feel like sometimes parents can do for their kids. It was like, oh, I grew up not having toys for Christmas, so I'm going to make sure every holiday my kids have gifts, And it's like, your kid wants physical touch and your kid want a hug. And you keep buying them a gift. Hug Johnny. Give little Johnny a hug, please. Someone hug little Johnny. He need a hug, not a new electric car, okay? But, like, on a serious level, y'all, like, it just really is just, I think for me, one thing that I do hope that I do, one thing I do hope I do, that when I get to a parent, and that what I am doing now is making sure that I know who I am and I'm able to acknowledge my needs and wants. So when I have kids, I can say that, okay, yes, when I was a kid, my parents didn't, I feel like they didn't hold space for my voice like they should have. But my kids, may just be like, wanting some quality time and may not always want to talk or always have something to say. Like, it's just me. It's me having to separate my needs and wants and being able to see that what I needed and wanted is not what my kids will need and want. And it might be, but when I am able to fulfill my own needs and wants, come on. When I am able to fulfill my own needs and wants, I'm going to be able to better serve everyone else. I'm going to be able to be a better mother. I'm going to be able to be a better partner. And I've even been able to see that, even within my relationship with my boyfriend, the fact that as I've been able to come into as I am, Kayla, being able to find Kayla, falling in love with Kayla, it allows me to be a better partner. It allows me to give more in a relationship because I'm not, looking over my shoulder like, whoa, what is happening? Or like, I don't really trust him. He's saying all these things and nope, not doing that. But yeah, just being able to recognize and making that shift is important. So 5 things no longer protecting me that I had realized in 2024. So first thing, saying I'm sorry. Number 2, thinking negative thoughts. Number 3, overanalyzing situations / illusions of control. Number 4, not expressing my emotions. And number 5, getting quiet. So I have a whole video where I really break down the habits and what I'm actively doing to work against that. But I think the one that I really want to talk about, especially what lines with the power in using your voice, is gonna be the not the getting quiet / thinking people don't care about what I have to say. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Spelled number 5. Yes. Now just to repeat again. So number 5 is getting quiet / thinking people don't care about what I have to say. And I really think that is the biggest one that aligns with being a content creator, or whether you're someone who maybe maybe you have a career or a business where you are in more of a public speaking. If you're a business owner, hello. You got to be able to talk about your business and everything. Even if you're in a corporate America like me, you got to be able to talk in meetings, and you got to be able to feel confident about the things and the information that you're sharing to, especially your higher ups, or even just people that are on the same level as you. So for me, why do I get quiet? Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I need to watch my talking and sipping. I need to be more. It's all learning. Okay, so why do I get quiet, or why do I think people don't care about what I have to say? Often, I would overthink my words before they even came out my mouth, thinking no one was listening anyway. So for me, I know Matt Jada has that shirt. I think it's overthinker and underrated. I probably need to get that for myself, because when I tell y'all, I can be such an overthinker, overanalyzer, overthinking, overplanning sometimes, and I just be overdoing it. Overthinking it, underrated. Yep. And it was something to where my mind would work quicker than my mouth is moving. So before I can even open my mouth to even, like, let's say if I'm at work and I have a question, before I can even open my mouth to say the question, I'm already in my head like, okay, well, this is a question I have. But then I'm like, well, you could just like figure it out on your own. Excuse me. Or I'm like, don't ask that question, Kayla, because then someone's going to be looking at you crazy, and then you're going to have to hear this long, drawn-out answer, and blah, blah, blah. And yes, please do the content on my getting Unshy. That really was the pivot point for me, and it's so crazy to making that connection. I love that. But again, so from me just continuously thinking like, oh, don't ask that question, it's a dumb question, blah, blah, blah. Again, I outthought myself before I could even speak something out loud. And what I am doing to actively stop that is currently, by being a content creator, I share the content I'm passionate about and would talk about regardless if anyone listens or not. Because again, yes, I'm so grateful for all 4 of you guys that are here in this chat with me right now. Let's give it up for number 4, big number 4. But I also have to realize that regardless, like, I would have sat here and I know I would have been a little scared and felt nervous seeing a 0 at the top, but I would have sat here and I would have talked, and I would have been talking, and I would have just been having, and either way, I'm gonna have this video. Either way, this video about to be on my page, so check for me for getting content out. Hello. But I knew that I wanted to come here and I wanted to do this, and I wanted to be able to show myself that I have a voice, but there are people out here that want to listen. Because regardless, I don't care, whoever you are on this chat, whoever you are on this live, watching the replay, I want you to know you have to speak. You have to open your mouth. There are people in your life, your friends and family, who do not know how to treat you the way that you deserve and that you need to if you do not let them know. And that's something that I am actively learning currently. Hello. Besides that as well, also for my content creators, even my business owners, there are people that need to hear you, that need to hear the journey that you're going through. I know even for myself, it's so easy to think we have to wait for the big moment. We have to wait till we have everything right, till we have everything set in stone. But what if I told you that it's never going to be set in stone? It won't be set in stone until you are 6 feet under and you got a tombstone over you. And that is something that I'm realizing. Like, I think I've always just like, because my dad died when I was a baby, death has always been something that I've just always have to see and understand. And it was something that was explained to me from a very young age. So I always had an understanding of death, even though I did not like it, of course, of the circumstance. But aside from that, I see it now in my life that I am still here because God still has more that he is doing with me. I am in relationship with him. And by me still being here, that means that there are things that he still needs to use me for. There are people that I still need to impact, that I still need to attract into my life that I haven't yet. Because this is going to sound kind of morbid, but I know that anytime, if God was done, if I had did everything I needed to, I would not be here. I would not be here. And that is something that you can look at it two ways. You can look at it glass half full. You can look at the glass half empty, whatever the case may be. But I know that I have purpose. I know that I'm supposed to be on this live here with all four of y'all. I know that I'm supposed to be making the content and posting and sharing the journey that I'm on, sharing the self-development, sharing the creative hobbies that I'm getting back into. I have a purpose in sharing that, and I know that other people's do too. And I know that if you're watching this, you are feeling encouraged to also do something with your voice, because your voice deserves to be heard. Your voice deserves to be honored. You deserve to be valued, and you deserve to be seen for who it is you are on the inside. And I hope you guys never forget that. And if you ever need a reminder, you can come right back here to this chat, to this live replay to get that for you. Whew, okay, water break. I appreciate y'all hopping on this. I just if y'all just want to talk with me like in the chat now, I would love that. Or I don't know if you guys have any like questions for me to answer. I would like that too. Not church. Look, I hope I was able, like a good pastor, I hope I was able to bring the message together at the end. That's always my fear. I'd be feeling like, oh my God, what if I'm just like talking in circles? Like when I do like my long form like talking videos on YouTube, and I'll just be recording. So like the last long form video I had, it was like chill. I'm screaming. So it was like 40 minutes of content video of that I had, and I was like, oh my gosh, what was I even talking about? And then as I was watching it back, there were some times where I would go on tangents, but I was able to edit it and bring it back. Hey, bring it back. Hey, all right. Ooh. Yes. Oh, okay. Let me go back to the chat. Yeah. The intentions were good, but it wasn't the best option for you. Excuse me, Palm, if you're here, I really would love to see how the Unshy workbook impacts you, because I know it probably has. I know it has, period. You're a good pastor. You're a natural on live. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think sometimes it's a good thing. I be laughing through my nerves. Like, my nerves isn't just me like hiding in the corner. It's me just like, okay. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna still be here, even though I'm like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. But yeah, all in all, good. Let me see if I can see who is on here. Probably not. Okay. Let's see that fine. But yeah, if you're on here and you did enjoy, I would love if you guys could like the live. Yes, I would appreciate that a lot. And I gotta put that out there. Hello. Nothing. Thank you. You did great. So I definitely don't have nerves now. I think now it's just something where it's just like, okay, what? Now I'm just thinking, what do I need to do so I continue this momentum? What do I need to do so I continue to be encouraged to share my voice? What do I need to do to continue to hop back here on live? So I think that's just going to take me creatively. I think definitely having the topic helped me, and it was a topic that aligned enough to like my origin stories. Shout out to it. It aligned enough to my origin story to where I was able to like, again, I think that's really what helped me. So I think having a topic definitely was good. But I will say I didn't like have any notes or anything. So I thank God for the information and the the words that he was able to allow me to share out and everything. Yes, exactly. So this was a very good Origin story. I feel like now I'm just like super just like smiley, and like I think now I'm just in like a talking mood. So sometimes I I will have these habits where it's like, okay, I just keep like going and we at it. She's like, I love it. Yes, I can't be the only one cheese. I need everybody else cheeks hurting just as hard as mine are. Oh man. Okay, so let's see. We have 50 minutes. Okay, so I feel good about that. I guess I'll give it just like another minute. Girl, that's how I be feeling sitting in your lives, Jada. I be like, ooh, yep. Be like talking to myself, like adding my commentary. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. Okay, so yes, definitely feel good. This is the first live in the books. Thank you to all five. We have big five in the chat, big five in the chat. So I'm super blessed and grateful for that. Let me go ahead and like my own. Oh yes. Okay, yes. So that exactly. So when's the next one? I think I need to look to see. I need to figure out first and foremost, is Thursday gonna be like what I want to do continuously? Is this something that I feel good about? Right now, just as I'm thinking through, I do feel pretty good about Thursday because I know oftentimes, Friday I might have different things, date night, or just like certain plans. I feel like, I kind of feel like Thursday is something I can commit to. And I think with that, that is just gonna be me. Let's see, yeah, that's 3 more. Let me check the calendar. Caliendes. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3. So today is the first. Oh, sorry, second Thursday in July. So there's 2 more Thursdays. So I feel confident. I think maybe I might change it up like per month. But right now, actually, let me look at my Google Calendar. Double check, because one thing about me, y'all, I like to be planned in advance. Yes, exactly. So thank you for that, Jada. And I know that is something that I want to do because, like, I want to be able to have these times where it's like, okay, yeah, we're going to get together at this time and that. Okay, so yeah, so what I can say for the month of July, I can commit to Thursday. And then what I'm probably going to do in, like, August, maybe, like, change up the day or something just to, try around different things. But for July, we are going to say Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and set it as a weekly on my Google Calendar because we are not playing. Weekly on Thursday, yep. Okay. All right, so we're going to do that for the rest of July. So I will definitely make sure that I notify Thursday Angel Talks. Yes, I love that. Okay, period. Okay, so let me do boom, save, period. Okay, Thursday Angel Talks is live. Like I'm telling y'all, once it's on my calendar, it's good. It's over. So I am feeling very good about that. Just looking out for this weekend. So me and my boyfriend we're going to Blurred Con, which is in Arlington, Virginia. It's a anime gaming convention, and I'm gonna be cosplaying as Sailor Mars from Sailor Moon. And I think I want to do one more cosplay, but I don't have another one planned out, so I think I might be going to Walmart tonight. And I'm gonna figure that out. But yeah, I'm super excited for that. Definitely gonna make sure I get some content in to share. Big 5 going live. Okay, yes, so the next one is going to be Thursday, July 18th. Same time, same place. Outfit change. Yes, outfit change. Yes. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, it's a 3-day. So it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 24 hours. I know I ain't gonna be there like late at night, but I'm definitely super excited to go. You had a notification? Yes, I love that. Yes, so I'm just super excited. This was such an amazing live, first live. Can we just say I would just want to give a claps to everyone that was able to join today. I'm just feeling so good. I'm feeling so blessed right now. Feeling good. Feeling hungry though, so I do need to eat some dinner. So I'm gonna do that. Now I'm just thinking, for the next one, do y'all think I should do a topic, or should I maybe get what's the word? Get asked questions on like Instagram and TikTok, and maybe like do like a Q&A of sorts. So y'all let me know. Yes, the next live will be July 18th, same time, same place. I'm gonna do YouTube again. So I think YouTube for July, just for that. August is probably when I'll start trying TikTok, or I might do like a random TikTok live in July. But live, I wanted to just focus on YouTube for now, because I really want to take my YouTube serious. I will live vicariously through you. Oh, I wish you were coming. Wait, I thought you were coming. Okay. Well, I definitely will share for you, especially for you, hearts. When's the last time? Will you have guests? I probably won't be doing guests yet. I definitely am not ready for that. I can admit that. Because even just with like the comment sections and everything, and that's also one thing. Like I have to realize, like, I don't know if I'm like a good interviewer. You know. Like, am I a good interviewer, or should I be like the one being interviewed, you know? So I think that's something I need to figure out before I have like guests on and everything. There's a Talks with Angel. Megan broke my wallet, girl. If anyone's gonna do it, it's Megan. But if it's worth it, it's Megan. If anyone else is worth it, it's Megan. Some people are better solo. Yeah, I might have to see, because I know sometimes, I think honestly, just like even like in my own personal life, like just in like conversation, I'm still so part of my getting unshy is like realizing, like, even just like in my like personal relationships and conversations, I do tend to hold back when I speak with other people. And it's not even something where I know it is a defense mechanism for sure, but it's something where I've just been realizing, like, wait, why do I restrain myself when I talk in conversations? Why am I thinking twice about what I'm about to say before I say it? And I know once I feel comfortable in my personal relationships, with being able to say the things that I need to say without fear of consequence or anything, or confrontation, like whatever it is, I don't know what it is, and I'm still trying to figure that out in this brain of mine. So that's something that I definitely want to do. But I definitely think, I think from this, I see myself maybe joining a panel or something. I think I would feel comfortable maybe like being on a panel, but hosting and having guests, definitely not ready for that. But I would be open to, like, hopping on someone's live or something. So we'll see. We shall see. But yeah. All right, y'all, that's all I got for tonight. I just will open up the floor. I'm not sure if anyone has any like questions or anything, but again, if you are here watching this replay, first and foremost, thank you for clicking this video. I'm so happy and grateful you decided to hang out with me today and listen to me talk about the power in using your voice. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. All right, I'm gonna make sure I edit it after that, but can't wait for next week. No, me too. Okay. So yeah, part of me is thinking a Q&A. Maybe just like, since I did a topic this time, I think a Q&A would be cool. Maybe people just like questions for if people want to get to know me or something. Like, I'd be open to that. I'm sticking to Mondays. Mondays? Okay, cool. Let me know. Yes, because yours, Palm, is coming July 29th. Let me know about that flyer, or let me know just like whatever I can do to help support you for that live. Because again, we can be in there deep. We were on Deanna's live supporting her, and I really love that we've been able to do that. It definitely makes me feel just special, and like just again in community with people. So just the fact that I'm growing my community and growing the people that I'm reaching out to, it makes me feel so happy, so blessed. Whew. Okay. Look, I have to fit my leg up. No, I'm serious. Like, for real. We gonna have a whole like, no, we don't even gotta watch no Netflix. We got a streaming calendar. Yes, no, I think it's gonna be a really good time. I'm excited. All right, love bugs. Well, here, let me go ahead and end this, because I feel like I'm just gonna keep sitting here just smiling and like just going. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a great night, and I can't wait to see y'all next week. Cosplay. So sorry. So last year I went to DreamCon with my boyfriend, and that was my first time ever going. And I cosplayed as Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins, and I cosplayed as Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I can't see that. Definitely motivates. No idea what direction social media wise. What you mean? Yeah, that's cool. Definitely motivate. I'm lost on that one. You got me. All right, so all right, y'all. Let me go. All right, y'all have a great rest of your night. Bye.